I showed thousands of you how to connect Claude to your GA4 data using MCP and run a full audit in minutes. A lot of you did it the same day, but here's what I didn't cover in those videos. What's actually governing that connection? Who can access what? Is there a log of what the AI pulled? Is anybody checking whether sensitive data is passing through? For most of you, the answer to all three is nothing. And that's not a criticism. The tooling to manage this barely existed when you set it up, but it exists now, and that's what this video is about. Quick context if you missed the previous videos I did on MCPs. One video went up on our Jeffalytics channel, another one went up on our MeasureU channel. Short version, MCP, the Model Context Protocol, lets you connect AI tools like Claude directly to live data sources. Now I showed how 3 prompts could audit a complete GA4 property faster than most analysts can open the reporting interface. Now I'm Jeff Sauer, 20 plus years in digital marketing, built and exited an 8-figure agency, and the clean data methodology that we teach on this channel is about one thing: making sure your numbers driving your decisions are actually trustworthy. That framing is exactly why I can't just post an MCP capability demo and move on. If you're new here and finding this useful, hit subscribe. I cover AI, analytics, and the gaps that most people skip over. Now here's what an MCP connection actually looks like under the hood by default. You authenticate with an MCP, you point it at your data source, and there's a direct channel between an AI model and your data. That's the entire setup. The AI model can read whatever's connected, no access controls, no log of what is pulled, nothing checking whether the data passing through is sensitive. Think about what that actually means. You hand it a system that processes every piece of data it receives, one with no built-in concept of what's not my data to read. It's like a master key directly into your data warehouse. And that can be good, but in the wrong hands, that can go incredibly wrong. And in 2026, this isn't a hypothetical edge case. The number of teams running MCP connections has exploded. Marketing ops teams, analytics practitioners, agency owners, everyone who can wire up a connection has been wiring up connections. Most of these setups were done by technically capable people. Almost none of them have a governance layer on top. Not because people are careless, because the tooling to govern MCP connections barely existed when everybody started setting them up. The MCP protocol itself is solid. It's a great addition to the working world, like making APIs for your favorite tools accessible to the masses. The gap is between connected and managed access. And for most teams right now, that gap is wide open. I want to walk you through 3 scenarios. None of these require a hacker or malicious intent. All of them are realistic enough that they're probably already happening somewhere. Scenario 1, junior analyst, shared workspace. Somebody in your team is using Claude, your MCP connection is live, and they run a prompt to check traffic trends for one client. But because there's no role-based access control on the connection, that Claude session can read across every client property that you've connected. They weren't trying to go anywhere they shouldn't have, but that one junior team member pulled the wrong data into reports and your client saw another client's data on a live call. No alert fired. You never would have found out if that client didn't see it on the screen. Scenario number 2, a rogue MCP call. Maybe it's a misconfigured agent. Maybe it's a prompt that triggered unexpected tool behavior, and AI doing exactly what it was instructed in a way that nobody anticipated. It pulls a complete GA4 property report. User data, conversion events, audience segments tied to real people. And because there's no audit trail, you can't reconstruct what happened. No record of the data pull, no timestamp, nothing. Scenario 3 is the one that I think the most about for agencies. A client calls and wants to know what your AI tools accessed on their account in the last 30 days. Maybe there was a breach somewhere in their stack and they're doing triage. Maybe their new privacy officer is asking questions. So you go pull up an audit trail and you realize that you don't have one. Not because anything had happened. Maybe nothing happened at all. But you can't be accountable or provide the necessary information. I believe it's fine is not a defensible answer to that question. GDPR, CCPA, and the framework still being finalized don't care how confident you are. They care about documentation. Now, the absence of an audit trail doesn't prove innocence. It proves that you weren't watching. And for an agency, that starts as a client relationship problem before it's ever a legal one. Quick check-in and be honest in the comments. Since you connected MCP to your data, Has governance crossed your mind at all? Yes or no? Drop it below. I genuinely want to know how many people are running live connections right now with nothing between the AI and the data. I'm not going to tell you that the answer is to disconnect everything. The point is understanding what a properly governed MCP setup actually looks like so you can build it, ask for it, or evaluate whether a tool is giving it to you. 5 things belong in any serious MCP environment. First, role-based access control. Not everybody on your team should be able to invoke the same MCP tools. A junior analyst on one client account shouldn't have the same permissions as somebody who has admin access to your entire portfolio. Role-based access control means that you can define the rules at a connection level. Who can call what, on which data sources, and you enforce it there, not by hoping people stay in their lane. Second, audit logging. Every tool call gets recorded. What was called, who called it, when, and what data came back. This is not optional when you're managing client data. The audit log is how you answered the client call I described in the scenario 3. Without it, that connection ends with you losing the account. Third, PII detection. PII stands for personally identifiable information. AI models are good at processing data. They're not good at recognizing when that data contains personally identifiable information and stopping themselves. PII detection at the MCP layer catches sensitive data before it enters the model, before it gets logged, trained on, or surfaced somewhere you didn't intend. Fourth, approval workflows. Some actions should require a human to confirm before the agent proceeds. Not everything. That defeats the whole point of automation. But bulk exports, high volume reads, anything touching sensitive data at scale, those should pause and wait for sign-off. Human in the loop doesn't mean reviewing every prompt. It means the prompts that carry real risk don't execute without someone approving them first. Fifth, real-time alerting. If an agent starts behaving unusually, high call volume, data access outside its normal platform, anything that reads something's off, you want to flag that while it's happening. Not when you get around to reviewing last week's logs. Right now. And I want to be clear about something. None of this is exotic. This is exactly the governance infrastructure that IT teams have applied to databases, APIs, and cloud storage for the last 20 plus years. Same principles. MCP just needs to catch up. And until recently, the tooling to do that barely existed. Quick pause. I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video because it's directly connected to everything we just covered. Now, you've probably heard of Usercentrics and Cookiebot CMP. They're one of the bigger names in consent management for websites and mobile apps. Cookie banners, privacy compliance, governing what's allowed to collect data and under what conditions. That's their core business. MCP Manager is a product they recently acquired that sits in a different category entirely. Think about what Cookiebot does at the website layer, governing what's allowed to collect data, under what conditions, with a record of what was permitted, and then apply the same logic towards your own AI infrastructure. Who inside your organization can connect an AI agent to what data source? Under what conditions can it query sensitive fields? What rules govern what the agent is even allowed to ask for? That's MCP Manager. Internal compliance, permissions, and rules for agentic AI implementations. Not end user consent, but the governance layer your own team needs before these connections go near anything that matters. Free trial at mcpmanager.ai, link is in the description, or just drop MCP in the comments and I'll send it to you directly. Here's the frame I want to leave you with. Clean data has always meant the same thing, data you can actually trust to make decisions. On this channel, that conversation has mostly lived in the collection layer. GA4 implementation, tracking setup, event taxonomy, making sure the numbers actually reflect what's happening in your business or your client's business. But AI agents have changed the surface area of that problem. In 2026, it's not enough to ask whether your data collection is clean. You also have to ask who can access that data, through what channels, with what visibility, and can you prove what happened? An AI agent that can pull from any connected source with no log of what it accessed is a governance problem. And governance is part of the data quality conversation now, whether you framed it that way or not. Clean data isn't just your tracking setup anymore. It's the full picture, how data gets collected, how it gets accessed, and who is accountable for both. This is the next layer of the methodology. And I'll be honest, I didn't address this in my other 2 MCP tutorial videos. This video exists because that was the gap. Now here's where you should land after watching this. You know what's actually exposed in an unmanaged MCP connection. You know the 5 guardrails that belong in any governed setup. And you have a specific tool to look at if you want to close those gaps today. The link to MCP Manager is in the description, or comment MCP and I'll get the link to you. If you're running MCP connections right now without a governance layer, don't panic and unplug everything. Start by understanding your actual exposure. Check out MCP Manager to see where your gaps are and close the gaps that matter most for your situation. The audit video was the exciting part. This is what makes it sustainable. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.